Hey, what's up guys? So I am here in Barcelona, just about to do my run today. The reason why I make this video actually before the run, usually I make them after the run, is because I want to talk about kind of what I'm doing today and why. And I think a really important concept, something that really makes a difference in success and failure in life and what you're trying to do, which is this concept of basically getting wins when you're supposed to get a loss, right? So I woke up this morning pretty sick, like just did not feel good at all. I mean, I was out late last night, but I coming down with something. I was pretty miserable, pretty sick, hardly felt like I could get out of bed. But you know, I forced myself to do it, got out of bed, started feeling a little bit better, and I'd pretty much written off the run. But then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try and do the run. I'll try to do the full 10 miles. We'll see what happens. But even if I only get like 3 or 4, or even if I just walk for a couple hours, that'll be better than doing nothing, right? That'll be better than just sitting in bed, right? And maybe eating shit and or whatever, right? So that's the plan for today. Some of you might say, well, you know, John, if you're sick, you can skip a day of running. It's not going to kill you. And it's true, but here's the thing. When you're supposed to get a lose on your chart, when you're supposed to have a lose for the day, but you turn it around and you make it a win, that not only negates a loss, but it adds an extra win in the column. It moves the ball forward when it should go backward. And that's key. That's something that is super, super powerful. That's what's gonna make the difference a lot of times in success or failure, right? It's gonna be the people that have racked up wins when they're supposed to lose. Those are the people that are gonna be successful. Those are the people that are gonna come out ahead, because all that adds up over time, and it adds up over the course of your life, right? If you think about all the situations where you had a loss, losses are gonna cost you a lot more than a win, right? You can wipe out years worth of progress in the day, but you can't build years worth of progress in a day. If you turn it into a win instead, even if it's a small win, it doesn't even have to be a big one, just somewhat forward progress when you should be making backward progress, you do 2 things. One, you preserve the momentum, which is key, because momentum is the thing that is going to keep you going forward, right? If you don't have momentum, if you lack momentum, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna fall off the horse much more likely. I'm trying to find good light here. There's really no good light. So if you lose momentum, right? If you just have one loss in your column, what's likely to happen is that that momentum loss could add up, and the next day might be a loss, and the next day might be a loss, and you might fall way behind instead of getting ahead. And then the second thing, like I said, is just this concept of damage control and losses, right? You know, when you turn what should be a loss into a win, what you're actually doing in that case is you're not only creating a win for yourself, but you're preventing the possible catastrophic loss. Anytime that you have a loss day, it could be really bad, right? I mean, you know, you could take today for me, for instance, instead of me going out and attempting to run today, maybe I stay in bed all day and I just eat junk food, and I just like eat like 10-15,000 calories, right? That would be a huge loss, right? That would be a big loss, but instead I'm gonna convert that into a win. And so if you're always thinking that way, right, then basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna eliminate, because the things that's gonna kill you in life, things that are gonna really stop your success, is gonna be those losses, right? It's gonna be those catastrophic losses where you put up, you know, 20 wins that are medium to small to medium wins, and then you have one loss that wipes out 22 of them. Right? That's the thing that screws you. That's the thing that fucks you. And so if you're constantly looking at losses and you're saying, how can I just flip this just to be a win, just to be a small win, doesn't even have to be a huge win, you're gonna prevent yourself from running into that situation. You're gonna keep the momentum going, and that's critical. I'm about to go out there and do the run. It's a little bit hot out, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how far I get here. But you know, I should make it at least a few miles. I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, but the big thing, like I said, is it's not about, you know, necessarily hitting the 10 miles today, although I'm definitely gonna try, but it's about preventing a loss, right? Preventing a loss and converting that into a win. So, all right, that's all I got for you today. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button below, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.